inspired makeup tutorial. I used more greens this time than I usually have ever in my entire life used on my eyes. Anyway, so this look was based on this eyeshadow by NARS. I was in Sephora and I was looking around and I saw this eyeshadow and I was like, what? Who made this? Anyways, I don't know, my camera sucks for focusing and it really is starting to drive me nuts. So this is the eyeshadow from NARS and it's just like, oh my gosh, it's so nice. Like I put it on top of MAC, what is this one? Humid. And it just like, oh, this is so beautiful. Like you can put this on top of like gold eyeshadow. You can put this on top of purple eyeshadow if you want to do like a purple smoky eye. But this color is kind of like that iridescence, you know what I mean? Like if you see that nail polish that goes from like gold to purple to green, this is like the same type of thing. It's so nice. Really good purchase. I'm really glad that I bought this eyeshadow. I'm definitely going to be using this a lot more. So keep on watching because this is going to be at you all the time. Yeah. Hey YouTube, so today my camera was like unfocused when I was doing my foundation, so I couldn't put it in this tutorial. You can see the products that I used, and we're just going to be starting at the eyebrows for this look. So today I'm going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. To outline, I'm using the medium brown. And I'm actually like running out of it, so that kind of sucks. I just like to do a quick outline of my brow first before I completely fill in the center of it. And then I don't do the very front of the brow until after, just because I like to feather it out. And I end up using taupe in the center right now is what I'm using for the Brow Wiz color. And just use like small like hair-like motions. I'm going upwards when I'm at the front of the brow. So I'm going in to cut in my eyebrows with the Tarte Maracuja Concealer, and this is in the color Light. I'm just using like a no-name, it's like a flat shaper brush. It's kind of got a little bit of an angle to it. I like this brush for carving out my eyebrows. And then just doing the same on the other one. So now I'm going in with MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. And I'm using this just with a flat little kabuki brush. Now I'm going in with Makeup Geek Shadow and Peach Smoothie. And I'm using a Morphe M502 brush. This is my first transition shade. I really like this color for my skin tone. It's nice and light and it's got a little bit of an orange to it. It's really nice if you're doing like smoky eyes or even just like kind of doing something light. So now I'm going in with MAC Shadow and Saddle. And I'm using the same Morphe M502. And just back and forth, just making sure everything's blended. And then I'm going to be blending it with the Morphe M504 brush. So now this is MAC Shadow and Humid. And we're just going to be putting this on the lid. You don't want to go too high. The one side I went a little bit higher than I should have, and it was okay, but it just kind of looked a little bit more messier than I wanted it to. So just be really careful on where you put it. And then I'm using the M502 with the product on it from before, and just to blend that all in. And then the same on the other eye. And for the humid eyeshadow, I'm using a Sigma large shader brush, and it's called the E60. And then just go back and forth, just make sure everything's all blended in the crease. I'm just adding a little bit more because the color kind of got lost a little bit. So now I'm going in with the NARS Dual Intensity Shadow in Pasiphae. I don't really know if I'm saying that right. I love this eyeshadow. This eyeshadow is the coolest eyeshadow I've seen in a long time. This is super good purchase. I love this one. And again, I am just using the Sigma large shader brush, the E60, just to place it. And then I put some on and it wasn't like super metallic, so I wet my brush with the primer water and I went back over top of the shadow. So now I'm using Espresso by MAC, and I'm using a Sigma Pencil E30 brush, and then I'm blending with the M502 by Morphe again. Just wanted to add a little bit of a deeper crease. So now I'm going in with MAC Shadow by Nylon. It's super nice for a highlight. So I'm just using, it's a no-name flat shader brush, but it's a little bit smaller than the Sigma one that I used. And I'm putting that on my, like in the corner of my eye, and I'm just kind of blending it upwards a little bit, and I'm going a little bit underneath the eye too. And I'm going to go underneath my brow bone with that color as well. This is one of my favorite colors for under the brow bone. It's very beautiful when you put it on. So I'm just taking the, which brush am I using? The M504, just to kind of just blend it all together. And then now I'm using a flat precision brush. This is from True Fiction. And I'm just going underneath with the Peach Smoothie, like what we started off with. And the same on the other eye. And then now I'm going in with Saddle. And I'm using, you know, the brush that we used for the espresso shade on the crease. I'm just using the same brush with the leftover product, and I'm just kind of blending the colors together. I didn't want to put too much dark underneath my eyes. So now I'm going in with Humid by MAC, and I'm just doing that color right in the center. Just to give a little extra pop of color. So now I'm going in, it's just a no-name eyeliner that I got in my makeup kit from school, and it's just a white, you can use any white eyeliner that you have in your kit. I'm going in the waterline with that only, and I'm just blending with the brush that we used. So now I'm going in with MAC Studio Fix in NC30. I'm just using that just to bring a little bit more color back to my face after putting the no color powder on. I just feel like sometimes it kind of washes the face out a bit. And it just gives more full coverage. So you look a little bit more airbrushed this way with the Studio Fix powder. I really like this powder. And I'm using the Sephora brush. It's a Pro Airbrush number 55. I actually just bought this brush a couple days ago, and I really like it. It applies very well. I find that you don't have to use a whole bunch of product. It takes the product and it places it. It doesn't like absorb the product. And then I'm going in with MAC Studio Fix NC42. And this is just to contour. I like this to contour just because it has nice coverage and it also is very matte. I like more powders. I'll take a darker powder and just use that for my contour instead of using like a bronzer. I just find that it works better for me. So again, I'm using the same brush and I'm just applying it on my forehead and on my cheekbones. Anywhere you'd like to contour. So now I'm going in with the No Color powder and my powder puff, and I'm just kind of sharpening my contour a little bit. So I put on my Ardell lashes in Natural 118. I just did them off camera. And now I am just taking a brush and I'm just taking off the excess product of the No Color powder. And I'm just touching up the contour just a little bit. So now I'm going in with NYX Baked Blush in Foreplay. And I'm using a Sigma F40 brush. I really like this blush. I actually just got it a couple days ago as well. And now I'm just going and I'm contouring my nose just because I forgot to do that with the same brush. And I just like to put the No Color powder on top just to kind of highlight it a bit. So now I'm going in with Laura Mercier Highlight 01. And I'm using a Morphe M501 brush. And I'm just going on the high points of my face, my cheekbones. And a little bit above the eyebrow. And I'm going to go on the tip of my nose as well. This is one of my favorite places to highlight. It just makes it look like you have like a button nose when you do this. And on my Cupid's bow and a little bit on my chin. So now I'm going in with Bobbi Brown gel liner in black ink. And this brush is actually from an art store. When I was in makeup school, they said that you could use any type of oil paint brushes. Just make sure that it's an oil paint based brush for your liners. Just so they're not as expensive. They don't get marked up because it's not a beauty item. You can get, I think I got that brush for about $3. But I'm just taking the liner and I'm smoking it out a bit. I didn't want a harsh line. I just wanted to kind of diffuse the lash line, and I just wanted to add a little bit of black just to make the lash line look a little bit more full. But if you want to do a winged liner, you could do that with this. I just didn't really feel like doing a winged liner with this look. I'm just taking the flat precision brush and I'm just kind of blending it, just make it a little bit more diffused. So now I'm going in with Buxom Blackest Black Mascara. This is my all-time favy mascara. I like to do my mascara after I've done my lashes just because I feel like it connects your lash and the fake eyelash together. That's just my preference. You can do it however you'd like to. I'm going on the upper and lower lashes. So now I'm taking, again, this is a no-name product. This is called Glory. It's one of the lip liners that I got in my makeup kit. I really like this color. And it works perfect. Like, it's the perfect color for the Velvet Teddy lipstick that I'm going to be going in with afterwards. So now I'm going in with MAC Velvet Teddy. This is a beautiful color for fall. I'm really about this lipstick, that's for sure. So I'm going in with NYX Butter Gloss in Foreplay. So that is the final look. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to be doing a new tutorial probably next week, and please subscribe and like this video if you did, and share it with all your friends and everybody that you know to get my name out there so I can do more tutorials all the time. Thank you so much.